Well, hi, it's Adrian here from one agency, and today I'm here with Steve Carroll. Steve's a guy that knows just a little bit about the digital space and where things are moving now. We all know that we're in a fast-paced environment, and we all know that there's a movement in real estate from print to digital. Print still has probably a little bit of a place, but it seems to be diminishing.
Yeah.
But more importantly, tell me what you see is the trend in digital and where you reckon it's going.
Well, look, I think the first thing that is worth pointing out, Adrian, is we're seeing a generation shift in Australia. So what I mean by that is by 2020, half of the workforce will be millennials, yeah? And millennials are a tech understanding generation.
Yeah.
You know, they grew up with mobile phones and iPads, yeah? And the number of millennials that are going to be buying and selling homes over the next 5 years is just going to increase and increase and increase. So people who are my age, yeah, and probably your age as well,
my age
yeah,
too,
yeah, you have to start understanding digital and technology and so on and so forth, yeah? Now, you know, you and I we were having a few laughs when we did the bike ride across Thailand together for the Hands Across the Water charity, and we were talking about the fact that if you were to ring your daughter, she won't answer the phone. If you were to email your daughter, she won't reply to an email. You send her a WhatsApp message or a Facebook Messenger and she'll come back to you straight away, yeah? And so one of the things that we're seeing is the millennials, which are just going to be this huge generation in real estate. They want to be communicated differently to the Gen X, the baby boomers and so on and so forth. So I think that's one big trend. There's a few other big trends, and I'm doing a lot of reading at the moment because, you know, things are moving so quick in this space. But what we're noticing is an increase of people researching real estate agents and real estate brands online and forming an opinion. So if people, for example, are thinking about selling their house, there's a high chance that before they even ring you, what they'll do is they'll Google you and they'll check you out and they'll see if you're the sort of person that they want to deal business with. I call it the digital interview. So that's the second big trend, yeah? And the third big trend is artificial intelligence, yeah? And a lot of people, and this book I'm reading at the moment called The Fourth Age is about how robots and AI, how they're going to impact real estate over the next decade. It's already impacting real estate when you think about it, because artificial intelligence is Google Maps. You know, we ask Google to tell us how to get to your office, and it's robotic technology that's telling me which route to take and so on and so forth. And I reckon what we're going to see in the next 3 to 5 years is artificial intelligence playing a huge part in real estate, and those agents and principals who are curious and inquisitive about how it might be are those that are going to be amazingly successful in the next decade.
What do you reckon it means for someone who's choosing an agent? They definitely really need to start engaging with someone who's really got a handle on this movement to digital.
Yeah, so what we know is, and this is some research that we've done at realestate.com, and what we know is, let's say for example, I'm thinking about selling my house, and someone says to me, oh, this Adrian Sacco fella, he's pretty decent. What I'm going to do is I'm going to Google you. Yeah, now in the olden days, I probably would have gone to a directory, found your number and phoned you, but those days are gone. I'm going to Google you. And what we know from the research is most people are impressed if some of or all of these four things happen. So when I Google you, I want to feel as though you work for a trusted brand. Yeah, that's important. I want to feel as though you're tech savvy. In other words, you're not an old dinosaur. Yeah. So as I'm checking you out online, I'm going to form an opinion about whether or not you're moving with the times or whether or not you're a bit of an old-fashioned operator. So number one, do you work for a trusted brand? Number two, are you digitally equipped? Are you a thought leader? Number three, I'm going to check you out on ratings and reviews. Now that might be checking you out on Google, on Facebook, on realestate.com.au's ratings or reviews, yeah? But I'm going to check you out and see what other people are saying about you. Now, I think platforms like TripAdvisor have just, and Uber have just made us wired us that way. And the fourth thing, Adrian, I know you'll score 10 out of 10 on this, yeah, but one of the things that impress would-be sellers when they check out a real estate agent is this real estate agent just a taker, or is he a giver and a taker? And what I mean by a giver and a taker, does he care about the community? Does he actually involve himself with the local community and less fortunate people? So if you can do those four things, if you know, my advice to people who are in real estate, I say go and Google, just Google yourself, score yourself out of 10 around when people Google you, trusted brand, digital thought leader, ratings and reviews, and finally community. So 4 areas you can score yourself out of 10. So maximum is 40. If you're not scoring over 25, you're in trouble. You need to do some work.
Wow, incredible about where it's moving. You know what, Steve? It's been a pleasure again.
Yeah, good. Again, these books are awesome. So the Fourth Age by a guy called Byron Reese. A bit scary. And Chasing Digital is about, actually written by a couple of Melbourne digital thought leaders, and it's all about, you know, the need for businesses, whether or not you're in real estate or not, to be inquisitive, curious, and get on the digital bandwagon.
Right, I'll tell you what, Steve, apart from continuing to participate in the digital space alongside you and some of the direction with Digital Life, mate, it's been an absolute pleasure. I'm looking forward to that bike ride again in March next year.
Yeah, all the best. See you, mate.
Thanks.